Well, hello, Sagittarius. This reading is for the month of December 2020. And happy birthday to you, Sages, who have your birthday in December. December has a couple of very different energies happening in the sky. First, we have a new moon that is very dynamic. It's actually in your sign, Sagittarius. It is doing a little dance with Mercury and Mars, and it really is a moon that wants to support sharing of ideas, beginnings of projects, working with others. It's just very dynamic, and some people may feel a bit restless, so you want to make sure you have a nice outlet, a nice healthy outlet for possibly having a lot of energy on the 14th. And it also is a total solar eclipse that's going to be visible from Argentina and Chile. We have a full moon on the 29th that is an absolutely opposite energy. It is in Cancer. So I'm just suggesting to everyone that towards the end of the month, make sure you're around emotionally safe people, because you may have a lot of feelings coming up and nostalgia. So Sagittarius, I pulled this card just to sort of start our reading off for you with a general energy of the month. And you have the very first card in the deck, the Fool. And what that means is that new moon on the 14th I was talking about, that's fiery, it's in your sign, it's talking about new beginnings, that this is the overarching energy of the month for you. Okay, think taking risks for happiness. What do you want to do? What would you like to bring in the new year? Okay, so before we get into the meat of your bigger reading, just remember that this energy of new is everywhere for you this month. On the 21st, we do have a grand conjunction happening that's very important. I'm actually going to be doing a separate reading on that next week, so look for that, because it has huge ramifications for the world and for us personally. We are leaving 200 years of being ruled by Earth to start worldwide being ruled by air. We're moving into the age of Aquarius on the solstice this year, so look for that video. Okay, let's see what the cards have in store for you this month. Interesting. Well, Sag, sometimes love will set you free. So when I look at this right in the center of your reading, I'm thinking, wow. Open your heart. Don't be afraid to commit to something or someone that is worthy. But there's a lot more information here. Wow. Okay, Sag. We have, two of the largest love cards in this reading. We have the Two of Cups. We have the Ace of Cups. You also get to have the Wish card right sandwiched between there, which is the Nine of Cups. So just looking at this, for many of you, not all of you, but for many of you, if you are dealing with situations of the heart right now, there is so much potential for happiness. And because some of you have this devil energy, now this can be good if you're really starting out a relationship and you've got this emotional energy mixed with the devil energy, which is very sensual. That's a great combination. But what I will say is that for some of you, you may be afraid of moving into a loving relationship. This devil sometimes really talks about what is going on with you that holds you back from your highest good. This can be addiction. This can be fear. this can be a situation that you really need to resolve. And for some of you, when I look at this, we've got you're standing on the number 3. There may be another person involved, and that situation needs to be resolved before you can move into the new day, love-wise. So there's many different aspects of this, but what I will say is that regardless of what situation you're in, whether you're ending one relationship, moving into another, or you're trying to figure out a configuration in relationship with many different people that works for you, or if you are just starting something new and you're terrified, the really important part of this is to make sure honesty and integrity are the basis, okay, for you in relationship this month. We want honesty, we want integrity. You've got to not be terrified of vulnerability, Sag. You know, like I said, you have that Fool energy. It's sort of like taking a risk for happiness. That could mean taking a risk for love. Okay? For some of you who may be moving into a space of being single, you know, that may feel scary to you, and you may be nostalgic, especially around that full moon at the end of the month for what you had. But the really important aspect of this reading is that these are all big messages and future energies. So please do not hold yourself back from new possibilities because you're holding on to something that's over. Okay, that's just really important. Fascinatingly, your outcome is the moon. The moon is one of my favorite cards. It's a very complex energy. And I will say that, you know, you're sandwiched between the devil and the moon this month with all this other super positive stuff in between. These two cards oftentimes have an unconscious aspect to them. So this month, it's going to be really important that you take a nice look at yourself, at your motivations, at your actions, and definitely how your actions are affecting other people, how the stories you're telling yourself are affecting yourself. Because with, you know, being ended between these two sort of energies, it's saying you may be doing some things that you need to get conscious of if you want to bring some change into your life. And by the way, positive change is knocking at your door. I mean, to have the Fool as your main energy and all, you know, this Ace in the emotional realm, this wish card, what you want you can get, so amazing. You may be your own worst enemy right now because you've got to do a little bit of inner work to really set yourself free. Okay, Sag, I hope you found this reading informative. And this, you know, I'm going to say in the world of love, go for it. In the world of self-healing, go for it, you know, and definitely expect some happy surprises this month with that Fool card. That's pretty amazing. And I hope you enjoyed this. Goodbye.